Hello,
Hi.
my name is Ibukwa Kinshola. I'm going to be doing your health history today. Before I go ahead, I'm going to ask you if I have your consent to do
Yeah,
the health history
go ahead.
the video.
Go ahead.
Okay? Can you remind me your name, your date of birth?
My name is.
Just check it to make sure I have the right patient. So,
Right, yeah, I know, understand. My name is Festus Abiola Kishora. I was born December 25, 1970.
okay.
Popularly referred to as Christmas baby.
Okay, wow, that's good. That's good.
Thank
Oh, yeah, Christmas baby, wow.
you. Yes.
It's almost December, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Just that I only got one gift per year.
Okay.
Nobody want to give me gift for Christmas and still want to give me gift for birthday. They only give me one
Oh,
for
no.
both.
Wow. Okay, so what brings you in today?
I want to. I came in today for um, physical assessment, which I'm going to. I need it for my job update.
Okay,
It's a requirement at my place of work
okay.
to do this every year. And since my birthday is approaching, this is the time of the year I'm expected to do it and turn in the new one for the year.
Okay.
That's why I came.
Now, before you came here, when was the last time you did a physical?
If my memory serves me right, I think it was. I think it was sometime last year, 2021. 20, because of this, because of pandemic, I think I did it. I did it like around November, towards the end of the month of November last year. I knew it was after Thanksgiving. I think it was November 29 or something like that.
Okay, okay. Any past medical history that you're aware of?
Oh, for myself?
Yes.
You know what? Really, they do tell me, or I do tell myself, I waste my money for enrolling in um, health insurance and all sorts of things because I don't really, though it's not very good, but I don't really bother myself about all this. I don't remember anything. But in the past, I know there was a time. I know there was a time I used to have some slight headache. That's all I remember. And once in a while, you know, once in a while, I mean, once in a while, anything could trigger, anything could happen, but which does not mean one is having that issue. It could just come in once in a while, maybe something like headache once in a while in the time past. But if I remember correctly, the only thing that has ever taken me to hospital, which I could call medical, my past medical history, I think it was fracture. I think there was a time I broke my ankle, and that was it.
Do you remember which date did you
Oh,
did the
that was
procedure?
a very long time ago. It was when I was a child. I think when I was in my teen years.
Oh, okay.
That was like around probably when I was like 12, 13, something like that. That was what really happened. That was it. And that's all I could remember.
When was the last time you had the headache?
To be blunt with you, I think a couple of days ago there was this social drinking we were having. I took a couple of cups of wine and I didn't stop there. Now I added. Sorry for that. Okay, I'm sorry. I added. I added. What's the name of this thing? I drank wine and some Irish cream. So I think that caused me some slight headache, and I only just went ahead and took some towel. And
So
that
would you
was it.
consider that as a trigger, like
Uh,
you take one?
I think it might. Drinking alcohol generally when you drink too much. It's not as if I drink too much, but when you drink combination of alcohol, like me, if I drink combination of alcohol, it causes me headache.
Okay. Would you consider yourself like a social drinker? Or
I am a social drinker. I don't really drink if it is not necessary.
how many couple of beers would you say you take? Like 2, 3, whenever you're having yours?
Well, beer, I don't drink beer.
Okay.
I used to, but my last bottle of beer was 1995, December.
Oh wow.
I think it was December 30th,
Oh,
1995. I decided that no, 31st, last day of the year of 1995. I decided, you know what, I was going to stop drinking beer.
that's pretty awesome. That's a long time.
It was.
But you still take wine though, right?
Yeah, I drink wine socially, not as a necessity. I just take it if I.
Would you say like during parties or like?
Yes, if I go party, I drink wine,
Mm-hmm.
and in my private home, if I just feel like I want to relax,
Okay.
I drink wine, like 1 or 2 glasses of wine.
And
That's
when was the last time you had it?
I still had wine yesterday.
Oh. Would you say like 2, 3 bottles of wine or 2, 3
Oh
glasses?
no, not that bad. No, that's if I do that, if I'm doing that, that means I am becoming an alcoholic.
Okay.
It was just like a couple of glasses among friends.
Okay. Okay, now let's go to your medication. You said you did mention something about Tylenol that you use for the headache.
That was just for that. That's for that purpose.
Oh, okay. So you don't use any medications daily?
No, the only medication I use daily is water.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I drink water every
So
day.
would you consider yourself overall like healthy, pretty healthy?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any allergies to medications?
Nothing.
Well, family history. Talking about family history.
Right.
Your mom, your dad, your maternal grandfather, grandmother. Any issues? Any past medical history?
I don't really. I don't really know. You know, my grandparents, the one I knew, was my paternal grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
She died at a very ripe age. No, I knew my paternal grandmother and my maternal grandfather. My maternal grandfather, up till his death time, was still active, and there was no time. I don't think there was any time they ever took him to the hospital.
So
He never complained anything of sickness. I don't think he has any problem. Neither did any
your
of my
maternal
parents.
grandmother.
My maternal grandmother, no.
What
No,
about
so
your paternal side?
nothing of such.
How-
Nobody, there's no history.
So how did your mom or how did your dad die?
Okay, I know my dad. According to I wasn't at home when he died, but he fell sick briefly. I think for a week or thereabout, and he passed.
No.
I know they took him
Sorry
to the
about
hospital,
that.
and that's okay. Things happen. I think they took him to the hospital. I wasn't home. I was in school, and my mother never wanted to tell me, so as not to cause me distraction. So she said he was taken to the hospital, and that was it. It didn't. I was too. I was not that kind of say young. That I was young to know what the problem was. They never told me. And besides the way things work out there, way back in Africa, if you are lucky to, they're going to tell you this is how wrong with you. There might not be any record of the diagnosis. They just say, oh, the doctor just say, oh, you know what, it's having this, it's having that, and there may not be any record for that. So.
Okay, so there is no history of like hypertension or diabetes or any of this
None of
chronic
those.
stuff.
None
Okay.
of
What
those.
about cancer?
None of that.
Okay. Let's talk about your social history.
All right.
Have you ever used tobacco before or smoked cigarettes?
Never.
Okay.
I don't. When I was there, if you try that kind of thing in the family I grew up, my mother will break you into pieces.
Okay. That's
So
Your mom sounds like an amazing person.
No, she wasn't only amazing, she was a disciplinarian.
Wow.
Mm.
And she also died early, no issues.
No, she just actually she was not even sick. She just called me that she died. I mean, the day she died, she went to church. Came back from church. She was preparing something for lunch, no, for dinner rather. And she stood up from where she was sitting, went into the room, lay down and passed.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry to hear about that.
That's okay.
Alcohol is, you already mentioned that you're mostly, you take your
Social
drink
drinker.
when you're going to parties.
Yeah.
Okay. Any drug use?
No. No.
Are you married?
Yes, to my heartthrob, my sweetheart.
Okay. Are you currently sexually active?
Yes, I am.
What's your current occupation?
I work with an hospital. I work with an hospital somewhere as 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 a as a psychiatric technician, and that's what I do. I work with the state of California as a psychiatric technician, and that's it. That's what I do.
Okay. How do you like your job so far?
Oh, that's my passion. That's my passion.
You like taking care of people? Any risk?
A lot of risk, but even our existence in the world is a risk. So everything has a risk. I work with people who are mentally challenged, and that population of patients are unpredictable. So every day we go to work with our tongue on our teeth, because you have to be on the lookout for any danger. But besides that, I enjoy it. I love it.
How long have you been working as a psychiatric technician?
I have been doing that for about 30 years
Wow,
now.
that's a very long time.
Not really long. There are some guys who have been doing it for 40, 50 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you do any exercise daily?
Yes, I do multiple exercises. I ride bicycle around the street. I go to gym, and I work out. But overall I'm lazy doing that. But sometimes when I have the urge, I do it.
Okay. What's your current diet? Just regular, or
Yes.
do you have any specific diet?
No, I eat everything.
Okay. Do you remember what was your last BMI?
Okay, my last BMI was, I don't know, according to them, I call it medical fiction. They said it was, that's what they said, I don't really know. They say it was 23. They said it was 23, yes, 23, 22 point something, which was considered overweight, considering my height and the weight I had then. They said it was 22 point something, so that I have to be on the lookout. I have to watch it. So that's what they said. So, and I think 22.5, something like that.
I believe that's almost normal, because the normal BMI is 18 to
22 points, whatever. Whether 23, I think it was 23. I think they said 23.
Okay.
So they said it's going. They said it was going. So I have to watch it. That's what I think. Yeah, they said it was 23. That was the last time I had it. Since after then, I've never had any other. Never checked any other thing. I don't even check my weight.
What was your last weight?
The one thing I am partially good at is weight consistency. My last weight was 162.
Okay.
I think that was 162.
And how tall are you?
I'm just 5'3".
Okay. Any issues with your sleep, stress?
Ah,
You sleep
sleep.
pretty much
What
6 hours.
I work at night. Okay, so sometimes it messes up my sleep pattern.
Okay.
But when I want to sleep, I sleep. Or if I don't want to sleep, I sleep. But in most cases, I stay awake. Especially at work. I mean, I work 5 days a week, and it's at night. So those 5 days, there is not too much sleep. When I get off work, maybe I catch about 3 hours, 4 hours, that kind of thing, and that was it. But on the days I am off, I try so hard to make it up. Make it up, like maybe catching about 6, 7, 8 hours a day for those 2 days
Mm-hmm.
to compensate for what I didn't have during the week.
Okay.
Yes.
And when was the last time you had like a screening for prostate cancer?
They have given me my doctor has been told me to come and have it.
Yeah, because once you're in your 50s, you're expected to start doing the screening for the prostate.
Oh, they asked me to come and do it, but I've not really. You know, because of our own kind of background, we don't consider that as. It starts in the Western world. They consider it important in the West. In the crudest part of Africa, we don't consider that as important. I'm still kind of a conservative person.
Mhm.
But my doctor has been sending me. They've been sending me messages from my hospital to come around and come and do it. And do it and do it.
It's very important because once you start growing older, there's always like a risk for like all this prostate cancer. So they recommend that you at least do the screening just to see, just to make sure like everything is
well,
okay.
Good.
Talking about your immunization, when was the last time you got the flu shot?
I did one this year, early this year. I think it was April.
Oh, it's actually a new season, so the new season starts from
Yeah,
September.
I think it was April.
So
And
you need another one.
is it necessary?
Yes. Well, it's important to get the immunization just as a preventive, stuff. I know people always ask that. Okay, I'm still going to get the flu anyway. But why do I have to bother
I was
taking
going to ask that, but why is it that each time I get the flu shot, I still end up getting flu? So why is it necessary?
Yes, it just makes it like, how do I explain? Like instead of it when the person get the flu, it's not going to be
It's not
as
going to be
strong.
aggravated.
Yeah, it's not going to be aggravated like if you didn't get the flu shot at all. So it's like a form of little protection.
Wow.
So it's not going to be something that, just like if something can kill somebody, for example, and let's say they didn't take the flu shot and they can be like, okay, this is really severe. They can be really sick. But then when you get the flu, you're not going to be really sick. It's just going to be some minor symptoms.
So are you recommending to get the flu shot now?
Yes, it's up to you still though, but yeah, I recommend it.
Oh, well, I'll think about that. I don't know. I'll think because it makes me feel worse when I get it, especially for the first 3-4 days. I will fall sick and I don't know. I'll think about it.
Yeah, and then did you get your COVID shots too?
Yes, I got those 2 shots.
Yeah,
but
pretty.
no booster.
No booster.
Nope.
Okay, you don't want the booster.
Nope.
But you got the 2 shots.
Yeah, that's the 2 shots. That's it. No booster.
Okay.
Mm.
How do you feel about the other? Did you get any other immunizations like all the? Your immunizations are pretty up to date. Like
Yeah, my immunizations are up to date. My what's it called? What's the name of this one we get every 10 years?
There's DTaP.
I think I should be due for another one.
Yeah, there's DTaP. It's every 10 years. You're right.
Oh, no. I'm not due for another one yet because I got one 2000. I'm not due for another one until 2024.
Oh.
So I think I got one in 2014.
Yeah, it's every 10 years. You're right. So that's DTaP. It's called the diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis vaccine.
Oh, well, I don't even know the
years.
meaning. They just gave me. I don't know the meaning.
Yes, it's for diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis.
Oh, okay, that's what they said. So I think I should be having another one in a year and a couple of weeks. I'm due for another one in 2024. So because I got one in 2014, I remember very well when I was going to travel. I think I was going to travel outside the United States then, and I just went to see my doctor for, hey, I just asked her to give me some antibiotics and some other things. Since I had not been to Africa for a very long time, so then she checked my immunization record and said, oh boy, you need all these. I did it then way back 2004.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're saying that you've not had any recent hospitalizations, or you've not been in the hospital before?
I have been in the hospital before. Okay, that's a history. I've been in the hospital before. There was a time, aside from the fracture I had, there was a time I fell. I fell. I became unconscious,
Oh wow.
and they took me to the hospital. And that was I was younger. I was a kid.
Oh,
They
okay.
took me to the hospital, and I think that was it. And I think that was it. I fell.
That was a long time ago.
That was a very long time ago.
Okay.
I fell. I became unconscious, and they had to rush me to the nearby hospital, and that was it. Though.
So you've not had any issue with like blood pressure, high blood pressure,
No,
or
no,
blood
no.
sugar check, or any of this
No,
stuff?
no.
Did they do your blood sugar check before, like just random blood sugar check?
I do it myself randomly.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes when I know there are times I will feel hungry, starved, that I will remember that I don't remember I've not eaten sometimes. So I know there were times in the past I felt like I was my gates were becoming steady. I was feeling lightheaded. I was feeling dizzy. I said, what's wrong with me? I remember I had not eaten, so I went to check. I went to check my blood sugar. So since then I formed the habit of checking it on my own,
That's good.
like randomly once in a while.
Oh,
Do it on
okay.
my own.
Oh, so you were able to get the machine?
Yeah, I have the machine. I mean, anybody could have it. Just a matter of buying it. Just tell your doctor I just explain to my doctor, hey, I need this. I just want to be checking it just for my safety. And she gave me the prescription, and I had one.
Do you remember what was the last blood sugar value?
The last one I had was 94 mg per DL.
Oh, okay, that's normal. Oh, that's good. What's your spiritual affiliation?
I am a Pentecostal Christian.
Oh, okay. So now we're going to I'm just going to do like a quick review of your system, like your eye and all this stuff.
Okay.
So, as far as your overall health, have you ever had any like weight loss or loss of appetite or fatigue?
No.
General overall health?
No.
Not even when you go to work, have you ever had any?
Except if I'm tired
dizziness?
naturally, maybe as a result of work, if I'm tired, something.
Mhm.
That's that.
Okay. What about your eyes? When was the last time you went to see the eye doctor?
Never.
Okay. So you don't have any blurred vision or any?
No.
No, okay. No redness, nothing.
Let me talk to this kid. Who is there? Okay. We're busy here, please. Alright, I'm sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay, so how about your ears, your nose, your mouth, your throat, any issues? Have you ever had any allergies, infection that made you sneeze or anything like that?
Oh. Allergy.
Earache, discharge,
No.
runny nose, stuffiness.
I've had that. I've had runny nose.
Just common cold.
Just common cold. Just
Okay.
common cold. I think it happens to me mostly if I especially if I walk in the rain or something like that.
Mhm.
Or if the cold is extremely cold, it's like maybe like -20 or something.
Have you ever had any? I'm going to go to the earth now. Have you ever had like any edema or like dizziness, palpitation? Like you feel like your heart is beating way too fast?
No.
What about edema? Like it's like swelling in
Swelling?
your legs,
No.
yeah, or swelling in your arms.
No.
Okay. What about when was your last bowel movement? Or
That's-
like your last time you did number 2? Like last time you went to the bathroom?
This
for
morning.
number 2. Okay. Any issues with that? Constipation?
No.
Like diarrhea?
Nope.
Okay. What about your urinary stuff? Have you ever had like urinary urgency or anything like that?
No.
Difficulty urinating? Any libido changes?
No.
you're not having any pain, right?
No.
I forgot to ask that earlier.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Of course, if I did, I would tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about your joints? Any muscle pain or decreased, range of motion or like?
Sometimes when I ride bicycle all over the place, most of the time, if I ride bicycle, my bicycle around because driving around has spoiled us around this world,
I know.
and everybody has car and all sort of things. So in most cases, when I ride around, if I ride extensively, I do have something I do. I might have some kind of maybe my knee will just ache a little bit as a result of that. Riding the bicycle. That's all.
Okay, what about any skin issues? Do you have like acne or any lesions or any nodules that you notice around?
No, that has never happened.
Okay. Let me see what else I need to ask you. I know it's taking so long,
but it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry about it. I mean, that's why I came in anyway. So that's. I mean, I am the one that need it. I mean.
Okay. Do you have any issues? Oh, you did mention headache earlier. So that's I'm going to put that under your neuro stuff, but that's just once in a while. You said the headache.
Yeah, it happens once in a while.
But now, how bad is it? Is it very severe? Like on a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate the pain? Like
I'm very sure the last time I had a headache, it was like about 7 or 10.
Did you let your doctor, your primary care physician, know about it?
She'll be asking me what happened. If I told her, oh, you know what, because I drank some wine or whatever it is.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you said you only use Tylenol for that. Whenever you use Tylenol, does it help? Does the pain go down?
Yeah, it helps. And
on a scale of 0 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
Yeah, sometimes when I think when I use Tylenol, if it's not really efficacious, I try Motrin. I try extra strength Motrin, 800 milligram.
Okay, 2. That's like 2.
No, I just take like 1 800
okay.
milligram. I just take like 1, and that's it, and it resolves.
So it comes down to maybe like a 4.
Like a 4, 3, 4, 3, that kind of scale.
Have you ever had any mood changes? Like have you ever been depressed or have any anxiety? Or have you ever thought about killing yourself? I know I had to be direct.
No.
I always have to ask
life
for
is,
my patients.
Life is too sweet to kill oneself. I've never thought of killing myself. I get upset, once in a while, but not to the extent of wanting to kill myself. Besides, it is against my spiritual belief.
So you don't have any anxiety, no depression, no mood changes?
I take life as it comes.
Okay, so you're pretty much happy, huh?
One day at a time.
Okay. No weight changes. Do you feel thirsty? You feel like using the bathroom a lot? Or you're okay?
I'm fine. Nothing as such.
No bruising, no easy bruising, no tender lymph nodes. Are they're okay?
No, I'm fine. No, none of that.
Okay. You don't have any food allergies or nothing like that? Drug or seasonal allergies, food allergies, drug allergies?
I wouldn't know whether to call it allergy, but the only thing I avoid like a plague is coffee.
Okay, that's just caffeine.
So when I drink coffee, it causes me stomach discomfort.
Oh, okay.
It causes me stomach cramp.
Oh, okay.
I used to drink coffee, but when I noticed that each time I drank coffee, I will have this terrible stomach cramp. It's so terrible, so I had to stop.
Oh.
So I don't do it no more. I think I don't know whether to call that allergy. I don't know, but that's my observation. Well, if I drink coffee, it causes me stomach cramp, serious stomach cramp. So I had to stop it.
Okay, so that's just caffeine. You don't like caffeine generally?
Not really. I know I drink some other things that contain caffeine, like Coke, but it's not an everyday thing.
One other question I forgot to ask earlier is, do you have like shortness of breath when you're walking, or like any wheezing or anything like that?
No, not that.
Okay, I think I'm done with most of the questions. Do you have any questions or concerns for me?
Um, let's see here. Okay, since this is gonna be for um, and it's just for me for my job, and besides I call it ritual. I'm still coming to do
Yeah,
this
you have to
again
do it
next.
every year.
I'm still coming to do
You're
this
supposed to
next
do
year
it
and all
every
this
year.
kind of thing, just to find out if I'm still fit for the job. I don't think I really have any concern, but I think I might have to go and ask my doctor because I do see people drinking coffee, especially those that work at night. People ask me, "What do you do to stay awake?" I say, "I drink water." So I don't know why. I don't know why I can't drink coffee. Why it's causing stomach cramp. I don't. I think I need to go and find out. I don't really know what happened. What's causing it.
Okay.
I mean, it's sort of if I even play, if I even use a cup that's only used to drink coffee, to drink water, it's going to cause me stomach cramp. That's how bad it is. Whether decaffeinated or caffeinated coffee, it doesn't matter. Well, coffee is coffee. So I
Okay.
think I may have to go and find out. I don't really know what's causing that. That's all.
Okay. So one other thing I would like to leave with you before I end this is I remember you mentioned earlier that they've been sending you some screening for prostate
Notification,
cancer.
yes.
Yes, I would like you to, if you can follow up on that, just to have an idea, just to know where you are.
But why is it important?
Once you get to age 50
Mm.
and above, there's a risk factor for there's a risk for like prostate cancer
Oh,
and some
yeah.
other cancers actually, not only prostate but for 50s and above, they said advanced age, yeah, like there's a very big risk for like the prostate cancer, so they always recommend that you do this screening,
Mm.
at least just to know, just have an idea like, okay, this is early, my prostate is okay or something like that.
Oh wow.
They can also do some other cancer ones, but the most important one right now will be the prostate.
I will give it a
Yeah,
thought.
because it's very important.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you
Yeah, you're welcome.
for your for giving the consent and
No, that's okay. I mean, I am the one that need it, not you. I mean, so.
and if you have any other questions, you can also notify us.
Oh, so sure.
That ends the interview for now. And
Sure.
I'll let you know
Okay.
what we are going to do after
Okay.
the physical.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.